A new report shows black folks are more likely to be wrongfully convicted than whites and spend longer time in prison before being exonerated. Numbers from the National Registry of Exonerations show 149 folks were exonerated in 2015. On average, they spent 14 and a half years in prison. More than 2/3 were minorities, and about a half of those were African American. The report shows the concern of how race plays in exonerations. Joining us via FaceTime from Ann Arbor, Michigan, is Samuel Gross, editor of the National Registry of Exonerations, a professor of law at the University of Michigan, also St. Charles, Missouri. From St. Charles is Obie Anthony, wrongfully incarcerated for 17 years. He's executive director of Exonerated Nation. Professor Gross, I want to go to you first. Again, why are we up against this issue? Why are we seeing this?
Well, I should add, before I answer that, actually in 2016, just last year, we had another record number of exonerations. This time it was 166 exonerations. So the number of exonerations keeps going up because we're increasingly recognizing that this is a big problem, it's something that keeps happening. On the question about the overrepresentation of African Americans, it's no surprise to anybody who follows anything about the criminal justice system in the United States that race plays a big role in who gets arrested and who gets convicted. And what we've found now is that it plays a big role in who gets convicted by mistake, who gets convicted for crimes they didn't commit, and sometimes, in some cases, not by mistake. Sometimes they've been framed for crimes that the police knew they didn't commit.
Obie, you were facing this issue, and then people say, folks who are inmates say, I'm innocent, I'm innocent. People say, yeah, they all say that.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's what people say, and the fact of it is that you have a large percentage of the prison population that's actually telling the truth. And that's something that the general population definitely need to take in consideration and take a look at.
Professor Gross, so how do we change this? Is it a matter of having DAs with different sensibilities?
Well, it's no single thing. So some of the things that would make a big difference is the police just doing what they're supposed to instead of engaging in one type of misconduct or another, in particular in concealing evidence that should be brought forth at trial. A lot of it is just careless investigations or sometimes racially motivated or discriminatory investigations. But taking the problem seriously, recognizing that this is something that happens regularly and that, as best we can tell, thousands, probably tens of thousands of people who are innocent are convicted of crimes in the country every year. That's the biggest step, recognizing the magnitude of the problem and being more open to reconsidering the guilt of people who've been convicted when there's new evidence of innocence that wasn't considered before.
Obie, what do you want to see done that could change this from happening?
I mean, what I want to see done that can change this matter is that we need to take a heavy look at white privilege. We need to understand how white privilege gives over its authority to these individuals that are governing over us in these police departments and detectives and things like that, and realize how that authority from that white privilege is damaging their innocence. They take that privilege and they incarcerate the innocent at a rate that's very alarming. As the professor has stated, that last year, 2016, it was a record number of exonerations.
Got it.
And we're definitely bound for this following year, 2017, to probably even trump that, taking into consideration the recent exonerations already at the beginning of the year. And so I believe what we need to do to address the situation is really take a heavy look at what is white privilege and how it has contaminated the education system, the criminal justice system, our economics, and how it has plagued the inner city by way of incarcerating young black male for crimes in which they didn't commit.
Professor Gross, where can folks actually read your report?
Well, the report's available online. You can find it by going to the National Registry of Exoneration. That's exonerationregistry.org. It's also getting a good deal of play in the print media, so you probably can find it online pretty easily.
All right, then. Gentlemen, we surely appreciate it. Thank you so very much. A peaceful protest turned deadly. 37-year-old black man was shot and killed by Baton Rouge police. His hands are in the air and you still get shot by the cops.
Oh my God, please don't tell me he's dead.
We're not going to let hate define us.
Race is a big part of this.
If truly all lives matter, then all lives need to matter equally.
What we require is action. What we require is accountability. We understand that black lives do matter, and we will keep focused on this issue.
NewsOne Now, every weekday morning at 7 on TV1.